Oh no.
My bad. Okay, I am always doing that. Thank you so much, Manic Pixie Girl, for that because I always forget to unmute our audio. Anyway, welcome to Chromatic Chimera, where everything's made up. Story, the XP doesn't matter, and we're gonna kill some kobolds tonight. I'm gonna let our victims go around and introduce themselves. We'll start with outro.
Hi, I'm Outro. I do tabletop RPG stuff all over the internet, and most commonly, you can find me on my own channel, which is twitch.tv/outro1, or over on Party Wipe Games channel, where on Wednesdays I play Misspent Youth, and on Thursdays we play Scum and Villainy. Um, Other than that, I am a spreadsheet wizard for Adam Coble and Far Verona, and yeah, that's about it as far as where you can find me, other than Twitter, which is outro42, and I use they them pronouns.
Start.
Hi, I'm Star. You can find me online at MadRadStarChild. I'm mostly playing D&D, but I like Powered by the Apocalypse games as well. And I'm always interested in learning new tabletop RPGs. And this is my second time playing Kobolds Ate My Baby. The first time I got to play with Abby at PAX.
Anoriant.
Hello, I'm Anorient, as has been introduced. You can find me on the Twitter sphere at GameDeadJF. You can find me streaming on Twitch usually, www.twitch.tv/Anorient, where I stream under the name The Game Dad. I stream 3 days a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Sundays, though I'm looking to add another day in within the next coming weeks. So, and I kind of do stuff like this. I do random games. I'll do Mario Maker. I'll do Nino Kuni. I'll do Tecmo Bowl for the NES if it's football. So I don't know. I do random. I'm not good with intros. I don't know how to do intros. You go to this place if you like me, or this place if you like me, and thanks.
All right, Steven.
Don't worry, I'm equally bad at intros, especially because I don't do as much amazing things as you guys all do. Uh, you probably haven't seen me before because this is like my second streaming opportunity. I think the first one was a Jacksbox game night.
Yeah.
But you can find me on Twitter at Stephen Arnold because I'm super creative and made my Twitter username just my name. So yeah, that's what you got working for you tonight, Abby. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it. We're here to have fun. It's a silly game that we will die many times. For those of you who've never seen me stream Kobolds Ate My Babies before, we will spend the first maybe half hour or so building our characters on screen. I do this for a couple reasons. One, because we are only going to physically take the time to build each character once. And if people die, there is a random character generator that's in that Google Drive folder that I sent you all. It's in like a Word doc, and it's just a link to a Kobold generator. And you can use that to get back in the game really quickly. So have that ready. But yeah, it's interesting to watch. You build the kobolds, especially since you can die during character creation. So we might have to start over again for some people. But we can get going with that. So you should all have access to the PDF as well, so you can follow along. But I will be explaining how to build your kobold as we go as well. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to roll your stats. Now, unlike other role-playing games, you don't get to decide how your stats are assigned. You have 4 stats. You have your brawn, ego, extraneous, and reflexes, which spells out beer. And you're going to roll 2d6 4 times. So the first roll of the 2d6 goes in brawn. The second roll of the 2d6 goes in ego, etc., etc. So you don't get to decide how you distribute these.
That saves me a lot of effort.
I love games with a random character generation. You're my favorite. Ooh, I got a 3 in brawn.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
I got a 4.
I got a rock. Sorry, wrong thing. 7. And watch my face as I struggle drawing in MS Paint.
6 in ego. Ooh, an 11 in extraneous.
Come on, can I get a third 7? I believe I can. I did.
Whoa!
And
Can
an
I go all
8 in
7s?
reflexes.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Well, I mean, it's up to luck. Come on. Fuck. I mean, shoot. Sorry, are we family friendly? I don't know.
Nope.
Good.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I ruined it.
content
Called
warning.
Kobolds Ate My Baby.
Yeah, content warning for anyone who is new here. Kobolds Ate My Baby does include eating babies. It's the name of the game, literally. It's all cartoon violence. I do make sure that we, lines and veils and stuff, and I'm not going to graphically describe violence against children, but it happens. Anyway, do you have your beer stats ready?
Yes.
I do.
It is
Okay.
going to bother me until this guy dies that there's not all 7s there, just so you guys know.
Oh no. Okay, so under those 4 main stats, you're going to see that there's little boxes for other things. For your meat, cunning, luck, and agility. So meat is derived from your brawn number, cunning from your ego number, etc., etc. So if the number in your beer stat is 1 through 4, the number that goes in that smaller box is a 1. If it's a 5 through 8, it's a 2. And if it's a 9 through 12, it's a 3.
Why did they make the box for cunning so small?
Because we're not very cunning.
Apparently. Come on. Oh, no. Ah.
Does anyone need me to repeat those?
Nope.
5 through 6 is just a +1, right?
5 through 8 is +2. 1 through 4 is a 1.
Gotcha. Okay. So at least the 2s are consistent.
You will notice there's also a space after you have all that ready. You'll notice there's a space closer to the right side of the sheet that says hits. This is your hit points, that's your health. Your starting hits is equal to your brawn, and you will also get more hits when you get armor. You might get some for, no, those are my dice, Cat. You might get some for special abilities that you'll get during character creation as well.
So if my meat is 1, I have 1 hit right now?
No, you're brawn.
Oh, okay.
Petey,
4.
those are my dice.
Yep. I just saw a cat tumble in the background.
Petey, those are my dice. My apologies. No, those are mine. Okay. So next is skills. You'll notice that next to each stat, there are a number of skills. Some of those skills have exclamation points. Those are dangerous skills. Those will cause you to make a Kobold death check. Kobold death checks, you can see on the far right side, there's numbers 1 through 13. Every time you roll a death check, you mark off a number. So the 1 through 13, you roll 2d6, and then you add the number of X's to that roll. So if you roll lucky 13 or under, you die. If you roll, no, you don't die, you live. If you roll unlucky 13, if you roll over unlucky 13, we make a roll on the Kobold random death tables to see if you do die. Does that make absolutely no sense to everybody?
Can you repeat that?
I
Yes.
think I got it.
So as I tell you to make checks, you'll mark off an X on that thing 1 through 13. and then you'll roll 2d6. Then you add the number of X's to the roll that you just did. And you're trying to get 13 or less. If you get above 13, we have to roll on the Kobold random death tables to see if you die, which could be anything from a cow falling out of the sky to an explosion to, oh geez, there's a lot of them. Did you leave the furnace on? Explode into chicken feed. Angry mob. Don't eat the red berries, etc., etc.
Batman chicken shows up. You know, hypothetically, I'm not saying that I've seen it happen.
Oh yeah, Batman chicken. That's a thing.
That's only natural.
So we're at the skills. So your skills is the number of skills that you have is determined by your ego. The most skills you can have is a 6. So if your ego is 5, you get, actually, if your ego is 4, you get 4 skills. If your ego is 6, you get 6 skills. But you have to you have to do 1 in each category before you can start doubling up on categories. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So
there is
you can't have more than 6, right?
No more than 6 unless you have an ego of exactly 5.
Oh.
Do you have an ego of exactly 5?
I do.
Now, because kobolds can't count, if you have an ego of exactly 5, you can take 7 skills. However, if you choose to take advantage of the fact that kobolds can't count to take the 7th skill, or to take 7 skills, you have to roll a kobold death check.
And that's 2d6?
2d6 plus 1, because you're going to mark off that X first.
I'm way good.
I got 10.
I got 3. Well, plus the 1 is 4.
Okay, so no one died. Good news. Good news.
No one died yet.
No one died yet.
Yet.
Good news. All right. So you can assign your skills how you please. I will note that there is an every kobold skill under extraneous called cook, because every kobold should know how to cook. If you don't take this skill, you will make a kobold death check. If you take the skill, you're fine. If you would like to take...
So how many dice do we roll for the death check again?
2. So you mark off an X on that 1 through 13 on the side, the horrible death record, and then you roll 2d6. And add the number of X's to it.
Okay. So I got 8, 9.
Okay.
Exclamation point next to a skill means you have to make one of those checks, correct?
Yes, because those are dangerous skills.
All right. Okay, safe. 4 now.
So once everyone has chosen their skills, if you need more information on the skills, you can find them in the PDF. They should start on page like 17 or 18 in the PDF. But if you think too much about it, it'll give you a migraine and you'll have to make a horrible death check.
Okay.
Just like make a beep when you've assigned all your skills. Beep.
Like, just say beep.
Just say beep.
Oh, okay. Beep.
Sorry, I'm keeping up the goose theme from pre-stream.
I'm good. I just couldn't remember how to count to 5, 7.
So if I'm doubling up, if I put 3 in one box, do I have to have 2 in the other boxes first? Or just 1?
You have to have at least 1 in everything. That's
Okay.
the only rule before you can start doing more. Yeah, chat, whoever called that out in chat that no one's died in character creation yet, we haven't even gotten to the dangerous part of character creation. Don't you worry.
Don't worry. If 26 years of life has taught me anything, I'll screw up somewhere.
Alright, Does everyone have their skills then ready?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Beep.
Was that a beep from outro?
Yeah, that was a beep.
Okay, cool. Now we get to edges and bogeys. Edges are good things, bogeys are bad things. Everyone starts with some common edges and bogeys. So everyone has these. Everyone has bark like a kobold. So in Kobolds Ate My Baby, kobolds are dog-like rather than dragon-like. And if you choose to bark like a kobold, as the player, bark like a kobold, obnoxiously and loudly, I will allow you to make a roll easier. So instead of rolling 3d6 for a check, I'll be like, okay, you roll 2d6 for that check. You also get kobold senses, which means that you can you have dark vision essentially, and your perception skills when you're smelling stuff or tasting stuff are better than the average creature. Everyone's common bogeys are fearless, which means you cannot be cowardly. You must run headfirst into danger. You are fearless. And if you are cowardly, you must make a horrible death check. You also have the taste like kobold, which means that you are very tasty. So if you start bleeding, should you become wounded, all critters except humans and other civilized races must make a 1-die ego roll to stop themselves from wanting to devour you on the spot. And that's just what you start with. Now, can everyone make me a 1d6 roll for their bonus edge?
Oh, so much edge.
A 2, I see a 2.
Got this many.
6.
2, a 5, a 6. Steven?
Also a 6.
Okay. So the 2 is bouncy. Essentially, no matter how far you fall, you'll always have at least one hit after hitting the bottom and will bounce into an adjacent square.
Okay, I can take it.
5 means you have troll blood. If you spend your entire turn just licking your wounds, you gain a little health back. How much exactly? You regain 2 hits. Now these are all found on page 30 of the PDF, by the way. 6 is winning smile. So as long as you, the player, are smiling and your kobold is not acting hostile towards anyone or attacking anybody, humans will just think you're cute and will be nice to you.
Oh, that bodes well.
Now roll me another 1d6 for your bogey. A 6 for bogey. 4.
4.
Give me that 6.
So 2 6s and 2 4s. The 4s mean you are hungry. So if you're holding food, you have to make a ego roll to avoid jamming it in your mouth. This includes babies. So if you're holding a baby, you might not want to be holding that baby. The 6 is tastes like baby. So you are even more delicious than most kobolds because you don't just taste like kobold, you taste like a baby. So the fact that we have 2 hungry kobolds and 2 kobolds that taste like baby does not bode well for you.
What could go wrong?
Taste like baby.
So
What could go wrong?
If the ones who taste like baby get injured and the hungry kobolds are around, it will be very difficult for the hungry kobolds to stop themselves from attacking and trying to eat the kobolds that taste like baby.
Ooh.
Is this a bad time to let you guys know I didn't have dinner before this?
I didn't either. That's why I'm eating rice cakes. Did anyone happen to take the skill Lackey?
I did.
I did.
The 2 of you can cast Kobold Magic. Please roll me 2d6 to find out which random spell you are able to cast.
Rolled 11.
I got a 10.
An 11 and a 10. Okay. You can find these on page 34 of the PDF, so you can reference them later. The 10 is Sandor's spell of summoning chicken.
Nice.
Okay, where is it? By chanting the secret words of this spell, which to everyone else would sound like remarkably like you're doing a bad chicken impression, you cause a chicken to instantly appear from your hat. If you have this spell, you also get a keen hat, which adds 1 armor hit, by the way. Write that down. The summoned chicken will obey your commands and lasts until it is killed or you take another death check. The somatic component for this is the aforementioned bad chicken impression. So to cast this spell, you must cluck like a chicken.
I think I
Cluck
can
like
manage.
a bad chicken.
Yes, badly. The 11 is poof. With an audible poof, you disappear in a puff of smoke and sulfur. On your next turn, make a 3-dice ego roll. If you succeed, you reappear up to 3 squares away through any kind of obstacle. If you fail, the mayor, me, chooses where you appear at least 1 square away from where you started. The verbal component is the audible poof. It must be supplied by you, the player, or the spell fails.
Excellent.
Okay. Now, we get to the most dangerous part of character creation, Kobold gear. Yay! Now, if you flip in your PDF to page 39, you will see that we have there's several kinds of gear, but there's 2 levels of gear. So you have worn gear, which is like your armor. You have gear for your right paw and gear for your wrong paw. Your weapon always goes in your right paw, and miscellaneous gear always goes in your left paw. Your wrong paw. But there are 2 tiers. There is the basic random armor chart, and there is the dangerous random armor chart. If you would like a dangerous item, weapon, armor, whatever, you have to make a kobold death check.
I want dangerous armor.
Me too.
So make your death check, and if you survive, we'll see.
Oh, yeah.
Difficulties.
Yeah, I got a 2 to 4.
I got a total of 6. So we're still good.
I want that beer barrel.
Is anyone taking basic armor?
Yeah, I'll be a basic bitch.
Okay, roll me 1d6.
8. Oh, God.
Subtract 1 from your roll if you have the skill sport.
Do I have the skill sport? That's a good question. I
What a
don't,
full
so
weather jacket.
4.
You get
Plus
kids' clothes.
Fonzie.
Your armor is kids' clothes. This gives you 2 additional armor hits.
Oh, hell yeah. I went to Oshkosh Bagosh.
So, the way that armor hits work is that they go away before your hits. So, if 2 damage is dealt to you, and it decreases your armor to 0, your armor essentially falls off of you, and you're naked. So, that's how that works.
What is plus Fonzie?
I
need to know.
You are cool. That's all it is.
Oh, cool.
All right.
You must end every sentence with a.
All right. Can my dangerous kobolds roll me 1d6 and subtract 1 from your roll if you have the skill lift?
I rolled a 4. That's why I brought up the Fonzie.
Okay. Then you get the cool leather jacket, which is 6 additional armor hits.
I got a 5.
The 5 is a leather apron, which is 6 additional armor hits, and it also has the special backpack, which means you can carry something in your apron.
Ooh.
I got a 3.
The 3 is a chain vest, which is 8 additional armor hits, but it is jangly, which means that stealthing isn't going to be your strong point.
Oh no.
Did anyone happen to take the skill shoot?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Nope.
Then we come to our random weapons. Is there anyone who would like dangerous weapons? Oh boy.
Yes.
Hello.
Oh, hi Boshi.
Hi.
We're gonna go offline real quick. Sorry, while we sort this out.
Yeah, so my
I'm Steven R. No.
You were
No,
right. I
stole my
was
power.
accidentally showing the wrong
Alright.
screen. It's
I've
been a
stolen
day.
the power.
All right, I put in the chat in the Discord for my web captioner.
Wonderful. All right, we are halfway through making characters. Do you need any assistance with that, or are you good from last time?
I will need assistance with that. Yeah.
'Cause we are almost done.
All right, let's try this again.
We're actually just about wrapping up the character creation. So would you mind terribly randomly generating one?
Sure, you can randomly generate one, and I'll just give it a name.
Yeah. The link to randomly generate is in the Google Drive link that I sent to the group.
Okay.
And it'll be in a Google Doc in there. Okay. Well, that's getting squared away. We are on weapons. So, was anyone taking a dangerous weapon?
Yes.
I know I probably want to, but I'm going to go with the random generator.
Steven and I are still mixed up on the screen.
Yeah, working on it. My apologies.
Let's get dangerous.
Do I want to? I think I want to.
Oh God, no.
Well,
Oh, just barely.
All right. So is everyone still alive?
yep.
Damn.
Barely. I came right up on that edge.
All right. Is anyone rolling for a basic weapon?
I am.
Okay.
I rolled a 1.
Do you happen to have heft?
I do not.
Okay, so you get a spork-tipped spear, which does 2 damage.
Spork tipped. Nice.
I got myself a cleaver.
Okay. So we got a 5 for a cleaver, which does 2 damage and gives you a bonus to cooking.
Good, 'cause
And did anyone else roll for dangerous?
I did.
I did.
What'd you get?
2.
A 2. That gives you a large bone, which does 3 damage, but it is big and clunky.
I got
This
a
goes
3.
in my right paw.
Yes. You got a 3? Okay, a 3 is a chain, which does 2 damage and gives you a bonus to climbing.
Cool.
Okay.
Got to get all up on my Castlevania.
Last thing that we need to do for this part is decide on your last piece of gear. Does anyone want to do dangerous gear?
I came a little bit too close with
I
that last
will.
roll.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Let me
play
know if you
smart.
die, outro.
I'm looking for one of those magic items though. I rolled a 4, bracers of offense.
Did you die though?
No, that's what we're finding out now. Whew. All right, 7, 8, 9. I've got a 9. I'm not dead.
Okay.
Not dead.
Anyone else? Okay, so everyone else is rolling for basic gear, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me 1d6 and subtract 1 from that roll if you have the skill nature.
I got myself a 9-foot pole.
9-foot pole. Nice.
I got a 1.
A 1 is adventurer's cast-offs. You will need to roll me another 1d6 to find out what those are.
Got a 4.
4. Do you happen to have the skill steel?
Yes.
Okay. That brings it down to a 3. You get a whetstone. This can be used to sharpen your teeth and claws. The process is painful, causing you 3 damage, but for the next 1d6 turns, your teeth and claws do 2 damage instead of 1.
Okay.
does a bracers of offense do?
Bracers of offense.
They let you defeat all enemies.
So you at any time you can take a horrible death check to activate the bracers. If you survive, you roll 1d6, and for that many turns, all of your attacks deal +1 damage. But before making an attack, you must verbally insult the target.
Ah. Okay.
That's
Fun.
the most important part.
Does this basic gear go in your wrong paw?
Yes.
Cool, I got belly button lint.
Nice.
Iconic.
I don't know what it does.
Probably nothing.
Smells, if I had to take a guess.
It
Okay.
is right. Squishy and feels nice.
Belly button lint. Let's find out. Hold on.
Oh.
Belly button lint.
Outro, I'm not getting any of your captions at
Oh
all.
no.
Oh no.
Are they showing up on your screen?
Give me 1 second. They should be. Hold on.
Alright, while that's getting figured out, we can figure out what our kobolds are going to be doing today. And chat, feel free to throw out some ideas. Last time, we did a chili cook-off, where all the kobolds had to find ingredients for chili.
That's right.
We're going to do something different today, and I'm going to leave it up to the kobolds and the chat to decide what ridiculous mission they're being sent on and likely will not complete.
Test. My captioner is picking up what I said.
Yay.
You might have to send me a new link then.
Let's.
I have also in the Discord sent you a little map of an example town that we'll be using. It might look familiar if you've played with me before.
I was like, I think I've been there once.
I've never seen this map in my life.
Where is Weiss?
Whoa. Someone just died.
Someone died? Who died?
I heard someone in the background like, ah!
Oh.
Quiet. It's telling me too quiet. I can't click the thing until I'm not quiet. Ah. But I'm not too quiet because it's reading what I'm saying.
Can you click the little cell tower?
No, because it's hidden behind something that says too quiet.
You can turn that off. You should be able to turn that off.
If you have a rollerball on your mouse, you should be able to zoom out. Like hold control and zoom out.
Just start openly screaming until it stops saying too quiet.
Nope, didn't work.
Jesus, kid. All right, God. Here's your captions. Stop being mean to me.
Okay, so chat is saying grow an award-winning zucchini and have zucchini boat races down a river.
That sounds absolutely.
That's
ridiculous.
legally a suggestion.
It is a suggestion.
Legally, it's a suggestion.
I approve.
I don't know about growing an award-winning zucchini because I don't think that kobolds know what vegetables are.
Yeah, I don't think we could grow one. We could find some maybe.
Yeah, find the largest zucchini to star in the boat race.
Would we even know what a zucchini is?
I don't know.
Find something to make a boat out of.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So we would like to do
Kobold boat race.
a boat race. So you have to go
no.
around and collect items to build a boat.
Oh, we're all gonna drown.
Absolutely.
I took swim.
I didn't.
I have wrestle.
I have fast hide, sneak, and perform. That may help me. But my captioning's still not working, which is kind of annoying. Captioning work, please.
I took sport, so I'll drown, but I'll make it real creative in the process.
If you go into your settings, you can turn off the thing that says you're too quiet.
Where at?
Off the top of my head. Under general, it's the second one. Show volume meter when volume level is low.
Oh, cool. But
Okay.
I still don't have the cell tower.
You might have to re-import the settings then.
Yeah, I'm doing that now.
Okay. So, your mission today is to win at a boat race. You have to build an... No, go away. Not there. Sorry.
You have to fight off a cat.
Yeah.
I don't know who would win, a kobold or a cat.
My cats are being assholes.
Test.
Alright. Alright. Are we ready to go? Then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, and I sent you my new link.
Okay. Through Zoom?
Because I'm a kobold now.
Okay. Cool.
Bark.
Alright, outro, would you do me the honor of saying a few words so I can test it?
Testing.
Perfect!
1,
Yay,
2.
we're ready!
Hey, it works.
Yay!
Okay. So I'll do a quick little intro into what life looks like in the Kobold Caves, and then I'll let you all introduce your kobolds before we get into things. Oh, wait, I need to go over a few house rules before we get started. The mandatory house rules.
Mandatory.
They are mandatory. It's in the book.
Mandatory house rules.
It's in the book.
Sounds fake.
Here we go.
Mandatory
Okay.
book house rules.
All right. Rule number 1, the all hail rule. If anyone utters the full name of King Torg, all hail King Torg.
All hail King Torg!
All kobolds must shout, all hail King Torg.
All hail King Torg!
Failure to express the proper respect for King Torg.
King Torg!
Noriand, you're muted. Results in a check on the
Sorry,
kobold horrible death record. So anytime anyone says King Torg,
Oh, yeah.
All hail King Torg!
Oh, hell, King Torg.
Oh,
There we go, you're
hail
getting it.
King Torg.
the chat's even doing it. I'm so proud of you. The cheating is bad rule. If I catch you cheating, you're in trouble and you will probably take a death check. Baby negligence rule. If you do something dangerous around a baby, you have to make a baby negligence check. And if you fail, the baby doesn't make it. The kobold soliloquy rule. Oh, things that are dangerous to babies are failing a skill check next to it, casting magic near it, TV before 24 months, putting it in a backpack, alcohol, just like anything that would cause your little sister to tattle to mom if you were doing it in the backseat.
Don't
The
throw
kobolds.
them out a window.
Yeah, don't do that. Wait a second.
Not that I would ever.
Definitely not.
But
Definitely not.
theoretically, if the opportunity should arose.
Just don't do it. No does.
The kobold soliloquy rule. When your kobold dies, and I don't enforce this one, but it is fun. When your kobold dies, you are welcome to put your hand over your heart and tell the tale of your brave and valiant kobold and all the wonderful things they've done before rolling up a new kobold and coming back in the game. That's all the ones I'm going to enforce. There's like another page full of them, but that's what we're gonna do. Also, this is a 2d6 system, so the goal is to roll under a target number. Just letting you all know that. You want to roll low. Okay. You are all hanging out in the Kobold Caves. Now, there's something kind of weird about your caves, but you've lived there all your life. It's not that weird to you. But at the mouth of the cave, you always come out somewhere different. Sometimes it's a sprawling city full of people driving large metal contraptions with big rubber wheels. Sometimes you come out and it's a small little village with, commoners and wagons and horses. The entrance to your cave, if you had the capacity to think about it without getting a migraine, you would realize that it does not follow the laws of time and space. You always come out somewhere different in a different time every single time. But all that you know is when you leave, you are always able to find food and bring it back. Now you're hanging out in the caves. Some kobolds are sleeping in a dog pile in one corner. Some people are hanging around a campfire, just chatting. Some people are cooking. And you can all introduce your kobolds and what they are doing.
Well, my name's Scampa, and well, I'm trying to sharpen my my spork spear, but it's not going too well.
Okay.
I will say, Chief Sneef, 4 E's in both words. CHEEEEF SNEEEF. He's the best sniffer, or at least that's what he says. And you'll currently see him just stirring a pot, trying to cook with his big cleaver. I'll say, since I rolled kids' clothes, he's wearing it all backwards, like kid.
Oh, no.
Wait, are they stirring with the cleaver?
Yeah, just
Awesome.
Nice.
occasionally like dipping his head into the cauldron to take a big whiff of it, coming back with like soup dripping off the nose because he leaned in too far. Crisscross, that's who I'm thinking of. He's wearing his clothes backwards like Crisscross.
Oh God, that's a throwback.
Which means a fitting segue into me, because speaking of jump, me name Furt, me strong,
Furt
me
returns!
quick. Furt returns! Having survived the dreaded Batman chicken, Furt returns. And Furt is using chain and jumping. Jumping chain. I can't say jumping rope because it's chain. Jumping chain.
You know, now that I think about it, I didn't realize that Furt was making a return. And since Furt successfully survived an outing, you can actually give Furt an outfit if you would like, which is on page 70. I won't go too into depth, but it will give you some bonuses.
Ooh.
So it's almost akin to like a class, you know.
Paladin.
I thought I was just cosplaying, and I was still down.
Paladin Furt.
All right. So continuing. Whoever's next.
I guess I'll go next. My name is Jackson Howdy, and I've got me a colander helm, and I got a chain, and I'm about ready to wrestle me some food.
Wonderful. I think that just leaves Star.
My name is Pimple, and I'm trying to eat my belly button lint, but it doesn't taste very good, but I'm so hungry.
So, you're all just minding your own business when out of the grand hut in the corner of this cave, it's a I mean, most humans wouldn't think it's anything special, but for kobolds, having a structure with walls and a roof and a door is a big deal. Coming out of this hut to the sound of trumpets. They're not even real trumpets, it's just kobolds like holding their hands like this and pretending. Walks King Torg.
All hail Torg!
Beautiful. And as he walks out to this chorus of all hail, he goes, hello everybody. Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
Oh, hey.
Oi.
Okay.
All hail King
All hail
Torg.
King Torg.
Oh, hail.
Has an idea for fun. I would like all of you to join teams of, well, maybe 5. No, I don't know what a number is.
5.
Just like group together in what seems correct to you. Group together for teams, and we're going to race boats down a river.
What's a
That
boat?
sounds fun.
What's a boat? What's a river?
I think a boat is anything that floats.
What is floating?
As long as you can float on it, it's a boat.
I would like to ceremoniously play my my spork-tipped spear like a, I don't know, like a drum. Like, no, what are those things? I don't know. The things where like you pull them back and they make like a boing noise.
Brains?
Just a
No, not necessarily. There's like an actual instrument, but yes, I want to play it like a spring. I want to play the spork tip of my spear like a spring ceremoniously for our newfound sporting event, boat racing.
Beautiful.
Would
No,
that be,
thank
like,
you.
a perform or
Oh yeah, if you want to roll for it, there you go. Do you want to try to impress King Tor?
yes,
Oh,
of
hail
course I
King
want to
Torg.
impress
All
my
hail
King
King
Torg.
Torg.
It took a while.
yeah, like a musical soul.
All right, so yeah, that would be a perform check. So I believe that's under extraneous.
Mm-hmm.
To impress your almighty King Torg,
Oh, hail King
All
Torg.
hail King
hail.
Torg.
make me a 2d6 extraneous check. So you're trying
What
to
is-
roll below the number in your extraneous stat.
Okay, so I got a 5 and my extraneous is 11.
So you succeed. Oh man, King Torg is just
All hail King
All hail King Torg.
he's just he's living for it. He
it
loves
makes
it.
the wobble 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 noise in like the all hail King Torg.
All hail King
hail King
Torg.
Torg.
All hail King Torg.
Oh yes,
It wobble-wobs.
this is excellent music. You will be my personal bard after this. Oh yes. Oh. And he's just like dancing very.
Glorious King Torg. All hail King
All
Torg.
hail King Torg.
Yes, all hail
King
me.
Torg.
I
All
have
hail
a
me.
question.
Yes,
Are we supposed to ride on our boats when we race them?
yes. At least
Okay.
one kobold must be in or on the boat.
What
Are
about
there
the water?
restrictions on what the boat is made out of?
No, none at all.
No boat restrictions.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I sacrifice myself as tribute.
Does the kobold in the boat have to be alive?
Yes.
Damn it.
That
I mean,
ruins
good,
everything.
Good idea. Smart.
Is boat usually have wings?
I don't know.
I'm gonna start climbing onto the other kobold, the one who said he's gonna be the boat.
Mm-hmm.
And just start climbing on him until I can sit on his shoulders. We go.
All right. Well, where's this river at?
There's a river outside of the cave. Now, we all go outside the cave and find stuff to build your boat.
I got
And
my
then
boat.
build the boat. And then we race down the river.
Will you be waiting for us at the end of the river?
Maybe.
I'm
I
glad
have
we
not
go out there,
decided.
it's desert.
Now go. I want to sit alone and eat things.
All right, let's go.
Oh,
I'm,
hey,
I'm gonna whack your butt with my chain.
I'm going to proceed and probably tip forward a little bit until
Yeah.
you fall on your face.
Oh, you're a horrible boat.
Boats are in water.
What's water?
The river.
Where's the river?
Out the mouth of the cave.
What's a mouth?
Just come this way, and I kind of kick you in the butt.
Hey, that ain't cool. Get up and try to make my way to the end of the cave.
Okay.
Guys, I got it. I will smell us the best boat.
What's
Boat's
it smell
probably
like?
smell good. So the smelliest thing I can find. That'll be our boat.
Okay.
This is how all the kobolds died a skunk.
You
Yeah.
just see a floating turd down the river.
I mean, technically, I think turds float.
Depending.
So it floats. Somebody holds on to it. That's a boat.
There's
So-
definitely a buoyancy rating based off of what is inside of it.
Yes.
Okay, we're not talking about turds anymore. All right. So, for some reason, y'all decide to band together and form a team. That is completely up to you as to why you decide to do this, but you all come together and you start to exit the cave. You can find a little cheat sheet map in the Discord that'll show you the different kind of places that you can visit in the town to collect stuff for your boat. They are labeled with some letters mostly so that I know what you're talking about and that I know what's in them.
What
So-
is a?
It's a building.
I'm going there.
So, is anyone else going, or are we splitting the party immediately?
How else do you play a tabletop RPG?
Well, last time I split off with just Thick. And Fert's still standing, so I'm gonna take that path again. We're riding this train.
I'm gonna get out and look around. Does it look like there's anything big that I could maybe make a boat out of?
Well, you don't know exactly how big a boat is supposed to be. You look around and you've come out again in a place where there's these big metal contraptions running around on rubber wheels, and people are milling about, talking to small squares in their hands, or typing on this, or like moving their thumbs on the small squares.
That's weird.
Maybe we ask for boat.
Did anyone happen to take S human as a skill, or S critter?
Oh.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
All right, so none of you can speak to humans. Cool.
But we can bark.
You
Oh,
can
that's
bark.
what that means.
Roof.
I do have a winning smile.
You do.
Me too.
So yeah, I'll just find one of them square talky people thingies. Just, arf, 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 bark, bark, bark.
So do you,
Wolf.
you just walk up to a human holding a small square that they're talking on?
Yeah.
What was that? Sorry, give me one moment, Cindy. Can I help you?
Bark, 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 bark.
Sorry, Cindy, I think there's some lost dog out here. Just shoot, go away.
Just.
You're very cute. I don't have time for this right now. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I feel like this person should be concerned that I have a giant cleaver, but that's fine. Okay, so those people are all idiots. We're on our own.
All right. What are we gonna do then?
Make a boat.
Well, yeah, but out of what?
Maybe a box?
What's a box?
It's a square thingy.
That one was talking to the square thingy.
No, but it's big.
Bigger square thing.
Oh, big, like those things. And he'll point at the houses.
Not that big.
Oh. Not that
Oh,
big, but not that small.
Yeah, somewhere between small square thingy and big square thingy. Square
Okay.
floats.
Square float.
Diced up
Some-
potatoes and put them in the stew, and they float.
Mm,
Square floats.
that sounds good.
Some of you may notice there is a body of water off in the distance, a small pond that you could use to determine if something will float.
Hmm. Okay.
Is there anything already floating on said body of water?
There is a goose.
A single goose?
A goose is floating on the water.
Perfect.
I must apprehend the goose.
That goose is gonna steal all our things.
The goose is my new boat.
No one said the boat couldn't be a living thing.
Not me. I
Goose is
tried to
my
ride
boat.
one.
Fair.
I was honestly gonna shoot for duck boat in the most literal sense you could say that word. So
All right. Well, we'll start making our way to the water, I guess.
Are you all heading towards the water then?
Sure.
Yeah.
I have to look up my goose stats. Just in case. Why am I saying just in case? You're trying to attack the goose.
just in case there's goose
We're
combat.
not trying to attack it. We're trying to aggressively negotiate with it.
So when we get to the water, I'm gonna just keep walking because I have fearless,
Oh,
and I start walking into the water, and I'm gonna try to see if I can get to it. I don't have swim, but I got wrestle, so I'm gonna try to grab me a goose.
the goose is close enough to the shore where you could wade in and try to grab it.
All
Give
right.
me a second to find the proper stats.
There-
I'm gonna grab me a goose.
I can help him with this because I also have wrestle.
Ooh.
Okay.
I have lift, so that doesn't help.
I have swim and wrestles, so I can help too.
Where the hell are all my... Oh, here they
Oh, this-
are.
This goose is fucking done for.
This goose is cooked.
What an
I have chain.
I have chain too.
All right. Goose is stated as a dire chicken, in case you were wondering.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I am familiar with dire chicken.
Okay. So it has an agility of 2, so you're but since you're working together, I'll let you each roll 1 die and try to get below your
Well, can I try to
reflexes.
sneak up on it first?
For what purpose?
To jump on it?
I mean, it wouldn't. You can for narrative reasons, but you won't be able to lower the challenge
DC.
anymore.
Oh, okay.
For a myriad of reasons.
That's fair.
So
Alright.
you can each roll me a 1 die reflexes check, but you both have to succeed.
All right.
Okay, so what do
1d6?
I add to it?
I can't.
No, you don't add. You're trying to go
don't
lower
add
than.
anything? Got
You're
it.
trying to
Okay.
go lower.
You're
So I
trying
do
Lower
to
than reflexes.
your
Yeah.
target number should be. You're trying to roll below your stat number.
Yeah, so I have a 6. I rolled a 4, so
Yeah, no,
I rolled a
I-
4 too.
Can't fail mine, but I rolled a 5.
Okay, so you succeed. You are able to just grapple this goose, but you're also in the water, grappling a goose who is struggling and splashing everywhere.
I'm gonna start dragging it out.
What?
I'm gonna wrap my chain around it and pull.
Got
Okay,
it
you're gonna
by the
wrap the
neck.
chain around it, and you're gonna try to pull it out.
That's right.
The goose is going to try to resist by making some brawn checks to try to throw each of you off.
All right.
Well, I'm
Can-
going to activate my bracers of offense real quick.
Are you going to make an attack against the? Okay.
Well, the bracers of offense you activated, and then for X amount of turns afterwards, I get the extra 1d6.
You get the extra +1 damage.
Yeah, the extra +1 damage based off of the roll on the 1d6.
Yes. So you have to
What?
roll to make sure you don't die first.
Yes, that's what I'm doing. Right now. I got a 5 plus 5. That is a 10. Cool.
Plus your.
How many have you?
No,
Oh,
it's
okay.
no. I rolled
Oh,
a
okay.
3 and a 2, and my
Okay.
fifth.
I was sitting
die.
here like mathematically. I think this may have gone wrong.
Okay, and now I need to roll 1d6. I rolled a 3, so for 3 turns I get 1 extra damage
Yes.
against the goose.
Okay.
trying to drag it out. I don't have speed critter, but I do have nature. Can I calm the goose and let him know everything's going to be okay?
That's
In
probably
just
not
a
true.
moment, the goose is going to try to throw each of you off. Before
Alright.
that,
Okay.
what is everyone's meat score?
Meat.
1.
Meat?
Meat.
Me.
Whoever is holding the goose,
Oh.
I need all of you to give me your meat scores.
1.
2.
Fert
Two,
is Kobold
two.
veteran. He is watching this
Okay.
unfold.
That's a chicken.
That is a sassy looking chicken, and I regret what we've gotten ourselves into.
I don't.
All right. The goose has managed to throw all of you off.
Oh, damn.
Yikes.
That's a bucking bronco.
That's a heckin' strong goose.
It's like, and it's just able to throw all of you off. Can everyone please make me, who is getting thrown off of the goose, everyone who was previously holding onto the goose, make me
Kiri.
roll me your luck in dice. And if you get any even numbers, you are thrown out into the water where it's too deep for you to stand up.
Wait, so the more luck we have, the worse off we are for this?
Sorry, if you don't get any even numbers. So you have to get at least one even number to not be thrown out into the middle of the lake.
Okay. Whew, I got 1.
Did anyone get only odd numbers?
So basically, you roll 3 dice if you have 3 luck and try to get an even number. Okay.
You need at least one even number.
Nope, I got no even numbers.
Oh, yikes.
How about you, Steven?
I had 4 and a 6, so thankfully
Okay,
I'm
you're
safe.
fine. So, Outro and Steven, your kobolds are thrown towards the shore. Boshi, however, your kobold is thrown further into the lake where it is too deep for you to stand.
A reminder,
Alright.
they don't have swim.
I'm gonna start walking back.
You can't walk back.
He's gonna try.
Make me a 3d6 reflexes check
Alright.
to try to get to where you can stand again in the water.
3d6.
How far-
3d6.
How far out is he?
Not too far out, but far enough out where he can't quite stand.
Would you say about 9 feet out?
Yeah. Or maybe
yes.
10 feet if I can quickly tape my butcher knife to the end of the pole.
You know what? Yes. Less than 9 feet out.
Okay. So
Can I
you are
try to-
unfortunately getting the sharp and pointy end handed towards you, but it is something to grab onto.
Sorry, Star, what was that?
I was gonna say, can I try to reach out my large bone?
Yeah. I mean, you can all reach out your stuff if you'd like.
I'm not. I am licking my wounds, even though I don't have any.
Okay.
I'm like, ouch, my leg.
Boshi, make me a 1d6 reflexes check to try to grab any of the
All right.
lifesavers being offered to you.
Well, I have a 6 reflexes, so I can't fail.
You can if you hit a 6
Oh.
exactly.
Okay. I got a 5.
You are fine. You are able to grab onto either the bone or the pole and pull yourself back to where you can stand.
I'm gonna grab the bone. Thank you there for pulling me in. All right, now what are we gonna do?
I'm gonna stand up and puff out my chest, and I'm gonna jump on the goose again, and then upon landing on the goose, I want to cast poof,
Oh,
and then teleport onto land with the goose, because I don't know a goose, and I imagine that they can't work off of water.
Okay.
Gooses don't work off water.
So there sounds like there's a few checks built into that.
That is just my plan.
Just
Okay.
start rolling until she tells you to stop.
So, do you have any skills that would help you to jump onto a goose?
Fast or sneak, maybe? Maybe I sneak because it's distracted by the nonsense going on in the water.
I honestly would say that it's probably more aware of all of you now than it was before.
Well, I'm got thrown off in another direction. They're over there trying to get Bushi out.
I'll leave this up to a vote. Who thinks sneaking is a viable option here?
Sure.
Nope.
I mean, yeah, there'd be a lot of thrashing in the water as a kobold tries to not drown.
There's enough of us to be distracting.
Okay, I'll give it to you then. You can try to sneak to get close enough to make the jump onto the goose. So if you successfully sneak, which I believe is a reflexes check, so make me a 1d6 reflexes check to successfully
I made it with
sneak.
a 3.
Okay, so you have now snuck up on the goose. Now that you are close enough to the goose, it'll be easier to jump onto the goose. So make me a 2d6 reflexes check to jump onto the goose.
D6 reflexes.
Now snuck up on a goose. We're now trying to jump on the goose.
Whew. Just one underneath. I got a 7.
Okay, so you have successfully jumped onto this goose.
And then I'm going to, while in midair, I'm going to start yelling, "Pooh!" And then the landing on the goose and knocking the wind out of my mouth is the "fuh."
Okay. You poof. Please make me a kobold death check to see if you die. Well, you cast the spell.
Oh, I'm fucking dead.
Little did you
Did
know
you
that
die?
goose has a knife.
Yes, I died.
Okay. Well, we don't know if you're quite dead yet. You might just
Yeah.
be mostly dead. Alright.
You might lose a leg.
Mostly dead, is still somewhat alive.
Would you like an outside death, or would you like a magic death?
I'd like a magic death. Magic death sounds fun.
Or we could do a random death. But magic deaths are fun. Or we could do a scientific death. Alright, magic death it is.
Science gone too far, and it's those photoshopped images of geese with arms.
Please, roll me 1d6.
I got a 6.
6. Alright, give me 1 second. Magic. Haha. Oh god. The mighty Cthulhu appears.
Oh no.
From out of a shadow, be it a dark corner beneath a rock or the bottom of an underwear drawer, 3 massive tentacles waggle into your world, pulverizing everything around them. These are the vile appendages of the ancient evil elder god Cthulhu, who's attempting to rip a hole in the fabric of reality large enough to enter this world. This isn't his lucky day, but he isn't going to give up without a fight. The tentacles remain in the square for 3 turns and will attack anything that moves through this or adjacent squares, starting with you.
So I'm about to get whacked by some Cthulhu noodles. Okay.
So essentially, if you're within 25 feet of the tentacles just coming out of a portal in the lake, you're not in for a good time.
So here's the thing. Where do I land off of my what's it called?
Oof.
My poof, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you haven't technically died, which is fun.
I need to make a 3 dice ego roll.
Yes, a 3
If I
dice ego roll.
succeed, you reappear up to 3 squares away.
Yeah, essentially, if you succeed, you get to decide where you land. If you don't, I get to decide where you land.
Sounds great. Okay, so on a tie, do I win or lose?
Lose.
You lose on a tie?
Yes.
Yep.
Ah, okay, I lost.
All right, I'm gonna say that you land right in the mouth of these tentacles.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
And they're going to make an attack against you. What is your agility number?
My agility number is 2.
Oh boy. Yep,
Doing
they
great.
hit. They deal. Okay, the damage is the sum of rolling all of the dice that you can fit in one fist. Okay.
That's amazing.
5, 10, 15.
Joke's on you. I got small
25,
hands.
I got really
29
tiny
damage.
dice, so yeah, I'm dead. I just get like ripped into tiny little kobold pieces.
Splorch.
Yep.
What a
Random
way to go
kobold
out.
Generator. I just get ripped into chunks and thrown about the river.
Would you
Where's
like
that river?
wait, while you go out in a blaze of glory, would you like to tell us the deeds of your kobold before rolling a new one?
Scamper lived a modest life. He liked to scamp about. He didn't get to use his pointy stick, but he always loved that thing. And that's it. He doesn't have anything else.
He was like a brother to him.
It was his brother.
You do
His
get
pointy
a
stick was actually his brother.
you do get a fancy little crown on the overlay though, just for dying. So whoever
get a
has the
crown.
whoever has the most deaths gets a crown.
I want a crown.
Die.
Just die.
I'm about to.
There's
die.
tentacles
Well,
right over
die
there.
twice.
Have
No,
you,
I'm
have
about to
you
ask.
maybe
where-
tried dying?
I'm
There's
about
tentacles
to.
right there. You have dice and a hand.
Where's the goose? Is the goose in the middle of the tentacles?
The goose has flown away at this point and
Damn
is
it.
roosting on top of the nearest building.
Would that be A?
You still go on buildings.
Hey,
No,
did
B,
you guys
B, B.
need help? And then you see like the quick cut over to my kobold, and it says their name underneath, and it says Feeble Squish.
See, my plan was to kill the goose because that would stop the tentacles.
Well,
But the
wait,
goose is gone.
why would that stop the tentacles?
Because he's a kobold and he doesn't know what happened.
Oh,
He saw
that's
Scamper
fair.
jump
You know
at
what? That's
goose.
fair.
The tentacles came out and kicked the shit out of him. Obviously, the goose summoned the tentacles.
Yes, the goose summoned the tentacles. That has to be it.
That would, you know
that's-
what? To a kobold, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds right to me.
All right.
This beast is so magical. We must leave it be.
While Outro is getting their new kobold ready, did you see where the kobold
Oh,
generator
I
is?
already have my character.
Oh, okay.
Yep, it's Feeble Squish.
Feeble Squish. All right. As you're all witnessing the demise of your compatriot, you hear a cannon out of the corner of your ear, I guess? I don't know. In the distance, you hear a cannon, and with a splash lands Feeble Squish in the shallow end of the pond.
It's about to be squished again by those tentacles.
Oh boy, my head really hurts.
You landed in the water.
No, I was just thinking about stuff.
Oh Lord.
And then I like get up and I shake myself out like a dog, and I'm like, "So what are you up to?"
We're trying to find a boat.
We need a boat to win our race.
Well, that ain't no boat. That's a tentacle monster.
I mean, it could be a boat.
The
Maybe.
monster knows where the boats are. Might.
Anybody know
What
how
happened to
talk
this guy? And I kick like an eviscerated arm.
Oh,
Uh,
tentacles
I
happened.
don't know. I'm pretty sure it was the goose.
Yeah. He
Oh.
jumped on a goose. The goose summoned tentacles. The tentacles ripped him apart. Now the goose flew away. And I'm going to find out where that asshole is. I'm going to kill him. And make him into a boat.
So I understand that you want to go on this whole vengeance mission, but don't we have a boat to make?
Yes, I'm going to make it out of the goose. The goose was floating. So
But there's a perfectly good people over there, and I point over to where the lady was on her phone.
do they float?
Yeah,
Maybe. Maybe we can build one out of people.
I
Maybe.
saw once on a cave painting people floating in water.
Hold on. What if the three of us wrestle one of them things, throw it in the water, and if it floats, we have a boat?
Wrestle one of what?
The square talking things.
But we have to make sure that we get something to eat too, because I'm hungry.
Me
Well,
too.
if they don't float, I assume they'll drown, which means they'll food. Or there are bits and chunks of former kobold meat right there.
That is true.
was gonna say, do I have to make a save to not eat the dead kobold?
Forgot about that.
You know what? Do you want to resist?
No.
Then you eat the dead kobold.
Okay.
Not particularly.
So
Yeah, that baby tastes like or that kobold tasted like baby.
Oh,
too.
it's like
So
the
you get a
best
real
meal
good-
you've had in a while. It's like
You get a real good.
it's almost as good as baby. It's like I can't believe it's not baby. You're having a great time. It's a great meal.
Solid.
If you have lost any hit points, I think you do get 2 hit points back for eating some yummy food.
I'd rather have mine and some chili.
That's the 1 through 13.
No. So your hits are like your HP.
Oh, okay.
You guys want some? He's not bad. Sprinkle a little salt on him. It's pretty good.
Oh,
So
Oh, if
I'm,
there's something kobolds know, it's how to season food.
Yeah.
I'm naked and
knows how to
flammable.
Oh!
What could go wrong?
Oh boy.
oh.
Naked and flammable.
Are there any humans nearby?
Yeah, actually, sitting on the porch for building B is a human, like, on the steps on their square device, just moving their thumbs like this.
All right, I'm gonna start walking to them.
Bert will follow.
I want to go up to him and just smile.
Okay. Are you all gonna go up together, or are you going to let Star do the talking here?
I'm gonna activate my bracers of offense first, because I have them again.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You just picked him off your own dead body.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
that's probably exactly how
He
I
just
got
ate
it.
him, so he inherited it.
I need to look to see
That's
how these
amazing.
work.
Just going straight to punching.
Well, I mean, I'd rather not resort to punching, but if I have to, I'd rather be prepared, and these crazy little doodads on my wrist kind of help a lot with that.
Okay. So
Nope.
while that's getting
You
squared
just
away, Star, your kobold walks up to the human sitting on the steps of the porch, smiling. What would you like to do?
Well, I can't talk to them, so I just want to reach out towards their phone and just.
Oh, are you hungry?
I don't die horribly.
Wait here.
In
The
4
person
rounds.
will turn around and walk into the building. It's got two very large doors that swing outward. So they open one of the doors and walk in, and leave you out there waiting for a little bit.
I want to follow them.
Okay.
Did they leave any unattended children on the porch?
No,
boy.
there's no one else on the porch.
Or is there a window on the porch I can scrabble up to and look inside?
There are windows, but they are large and colored. There's
Oh.
designs on them.
So this is a house next to a lake. Do they have a canoe in their backyard?
Ooh.
What's a canoe?
It's like
This-
a banana?
This is a player question, not a kobold question. I'll figure out how to get there.
Not that you can tell, there is something. There's some nice rock formations, like a bench where people can sit. There's also what appears to be a large wooden lowercase t in the back.
Okay.
I'm gonna go find the large lowercase t and bite
Oh, God.
it to see how
Oh God! Oh
It's-
God!
to see
We're going
how
there. Oh.
buoyant it is. I'm going to use my teeth to determine the buoyancy of this thing.
Okay, we'll get to that in just a moment. So
I'm
So-
also going inside and not biting across
so Star and
because someone
Honorian,
had to say it.
So Honorian, are you trying to be sneaky or are you openly following Star?
Yeah, no, I'll sneak in.
Okay. So make me a 2d6 reflexes check. Unless you have sneak.
I have sneak.
Then just a 1d6.
And I don't need a roll because my reflex is 10.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, damn.
So you're sneaking in, no problem. Star, you are openly following this human. As you walk in, you see that there are lots of benches facing one direction, facing the front of this building, and at the back there is kind of like a large table, and it's very ornate back there, very glittery. They go off into a side room real quick and come back with a handful of like small round white things.
I'll walk in there too. Is there anything like that looks small enough for me to like carry or maybe push outside?
Kobold Confessional sounds like an entirely other RPG.
Boshi,
like an
there
album.
are like there's not a lot of stuff that's small enough to carry, but there, you do see a lot of candles that you might be able to hear, that you might be able to carry. So Star, the person comes back and hands you this handful of small round things. They look like maybe they're cookies.
I'm gonna smell them.
They smell like nothing.
Just stuff them all in my mouth.
It is the blandest food you have ever eaten in your entire life.
There is literally zero baby flavor.
It's like it like turns to like dust in your mouth, and you're like, and it gets. There's one in particular that just gets stuck to the roof of your mouth, and it is extremely uncomfortable.
Listen. I eat enough of them on the regular to know this is shade, but it's also true. That's the thing.
I mean, so do I. Don't worry, they're
That's what I'm saying.
unconsecrated.
That's what I'm saying. It's shade, but it's also true. So, what are you gonna do?
The person leans
You're
down
only a
to
hater
you.
if you're wrong.
The person leans down to you, Star, and is like, "Oh, did that help? Was that okay?" All right.
Bite
good.
his leg.
All right. Noriand, what are you doing, sneaking around?
I'm sneaking around. Look for anything with big and boat.
Big and boat.
Anything big maybe could carry.
What do you have in your ego?
I'm trying to think of what I can even find in a church.
Oh, is that where you are?
5.
Okay. Because you have an ego of 5, which is kind of like the dumb luck number for ego in Kobolds Ate My Baby, I will let you know that wood floats, and all of the benches in there are made out of wood.
Okay. Well, then I would
Flash
know.
cut to me dangling from the arm of the cross by my mouth.
Oh my god.
But anyone who has a 5 ego will know that wood floats. We'll
What if
make
you
that
have
a
a
rule.
7?
Just 5. Just 5 ego
Oh,
knows
okay.
for some reason,
Just
specifically the people with 5 ego, know that wood floats.
Okay.
Nice. Can I use
Me-
steel to steal one of the benches?
Ooh, I want to pull one too.
Are you going to wait until the person leaves, or are you going to try to do this right in front of them?
I'm just gonna keep smiling at them. And
Oh,
take the
okay.
bench.
Yeah, that works. You're going to need some help, because it is very heavy.
I'll help.
Because I'll come up walking up this time, like taking a big bite out of a candle, like Bugs Bunny. So, oh, okay, that's bad. Nope, still bad on the second bite. You know what? Third bite, coming around on it, not that bad. Anyways, is this a boat? Are they giving us this boat?
I don't know.
We're gonna take it.
I've got heft, so I'm gonna try to lift.
You know what? That would help.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Heft is one of those exclamation point stats.
Mm-hmm.
can I wrestle the bench?
No.
Well, I can wrestle it, but to no positive benefit.
Yeah.
Basically, you're just laying on it.
You could
Yes.
totally pin it.
You just like you
Pin it for a
leap
3 count.
you leap onto the bench and like face plant on the seat of it and just go
Just let out the Ric Flair. Woo!
So how many of you are trying to steal the pew?
I am.
Have I successfully determined if the cross is floatable yet?
So I mean it's standing upright on the ground as far as you can tell, and that sounds like floating to you.
I'm a steal it, I think.
Okay, it is roughly 10 feet tall.
Oh, well that's a problem.
Yeah, that'll fit in a pocket.
It's a big boat.
It is a sizable boat, that's for sure.
Can I try to knock it over?
Oh, God.
Yes. How would you like to try to do that?
Heft.
Okay.
Or bully. If you want me to bully it, I can bully it, but
If
I feel
you would like to try to heft it out of the ground,
Just
that's going to be a 5d6 brawn check.
a 5d6 brawn check.
Yes.
Here we go.
And it is
All right,
dangerous,
so the
so
only-
before you do that, since heft is dangerous, before you make that check, you will have to make
7.
a horrible death check.
Okay, I only got 10 total
Okay,
on
you're
that.
alive.
for
I
some
need
reason.
to get all ones to get this.
I believe in you.
Oh, that's a lot of ones, but not enough.
No.
No. I got 7 and needed 6.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
Or needed 5 or 6. But yeah.
so
Yeah.
I think this is the first failed skill check we've had, really. And there is a consequence for failed skill checks, and that is that you have to make a horrible death check.
Oh,
Well, do
Really
it
risking
again.
it all here.
9. What number am I trying to avoid? 13?
14.
You want to stay at 13 or below.
Okay, so I got exactly 13.
Okay, you have not died. You are struggling. You've like got your arms around the base of this giant wooden structure, and you're just like pulling and pulling. You're like, and you feel like you're just about to dislocate your shoulder. But I don't know. It depends. Does this deter you from trying?
If I knew what a hernia was, I definitely have one.
No, but it causes me to step back and think. Can I like either tinker or sage? Is sage like the thinking thing?
Sage is like there's something for sage. Give me a second.
Because I kind of want to try to come up with a lever arm pulley situation. I don't know whether that would be tinker. Or
That's some advanced
I
stuff
think
right
that would
there.
be Tinker.
Yeah.
Is that under ego or?
Yeah, sage is
yeah.
under
Yeah.
ego.
Sage means you know about stuff, which means you can ask me a yes or no question at any time for anything.
Okay, so tinker may make more sense.
have
Tinker is that okay?
Hmm.
Yeah, you have the ability to operate and maintain all gizmos safely. Or you think
Operate
you can.
and maintain, not build. So I guess I can't come up with a lever pulley situation.
In your humble opinion, you think you can open locks, repair steam engines, operate cranes, build counterweight flying machines, fix eyeglasses, etc.
Build counterweight flying machines sounds like a lever pulley situation. I would like to roll tinker.
Failure at tinkering results in 2 death checks.
Oh, well that's fine.
Okay.
Can I help Tinker too?
I'm
You
going
are
to try
still
to.
in the church.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
sorry.
still
going to try
I
to
thought we were all
use-
together again.
I'm going to try to use my iron skillet as a lever, and that's my tinker roll.
Okay. Let's see. How hard is it to tinker? The difficulty of any tinker is totally up to the mayor and should be significantly high, as you really have no idea what you're doing. Okay. What? It's tinker's under ego. Okay.
Yeah.
4d6 ego check.
Okay, let's see it. I need the same roll. Oh, hell yeah. I got a 5 total, and I needed a 6 or less.
You somehow are able to get this cross budged enough out of the ground where it starts to fall over slowly.
Okay, it's not going to fall on me. It's falling the other way, right?
It's going slowly enough because of the weight of it that you could move out of the way if you needed to.
Okay. So
But
as it's
while that's
falling,
going-
I'm going to run up to the church, and then we'll see what's going on there.
Okay, so before that happens, we're going back to the kobolds trying to steal a pew. And you're just picking it up together and walking out while Star smiles at the priest.
I'm gonna smile at him too, cause I got me a winning smile.
Okay.
Do we all end up with the same stuff?
Maybe.
Now you all are working together, so since there's 4 of you lifting the pew and working together, I will let you each make a 1d6 brawn roll, but you all have to succeed.
All right. I got me a
Oh,
one.
nice. Got a 1.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
I rolled
no,
a
don't-
6. I needed a 3.
Alright. Star, your hands slip and you drop your end of the pew on your toe. Please take 1 damage, and then roll me a kobold horrible death check.
Nice.
Oh, God.
The pain is so bad you just explode.
The world's worst toe stub.
You get smited. Duh.
It actually crushes the toe, and then you bleed out.
I just was. If I had rolled 1 less, I would be still alive, but I'm dead.
Oh no! Okay. Well, you are. Okay.
Not necessarily.
You
yet.
might not be
Oh.
dead yet. But
Okay.
we do
Might
have to roll for
open
it.
a portal to the other world.
Just
All right.
summon Lucifer directly into the church.
I will
It's
let
fine.
you decide, do you want a random death? Do you want an inside death? Or do you want, oh no, that's baby. Okay, you get inside or random.
I'll do inside.
Roll me 1d6 please.
4.
4. What's under the bed, or the pew in this case? Thinking that underneath a pew is a perfect place to hide a baby, you peek and find yourself staring eye to eye with a boogie monster. Both kobolds and boogie monsters prey on little children, and there's never enough to go around, so kobolds and boogie monsters have become unnatural enemies. So, you're fine. Your toe is stubbed, but you kind of peek under the pew to check on your toe and see the boogie monster, and it leaps out to fight you. The priest at this point is just like pieced out. He's run away. This is not his scene.
Whatever.
I
these
do
are
just wanna
dogs trying to
clarify.
steal a bench.
Yes.
I
Sorry,
do
what?
just want to clarify we're fighting the boogeyman in a church.
Yes.
I'm at the door yelling, guys, I got a boat! I got a boat!
I'm just gonna keep carrying the bench
Well, the bench was dropped.
on her end.
So are you trying to drag it?
Sure, I got heft.
All right, make me a 3d6 brawn check for this heft then.
All right.
After the kobold.
To do it by yourself.
They're gonna summon another boogeyman.
Yeah, but you do have to roll to see if you die first.
All right. Let me roll that first. 2D.
2d6.
What do you do for that?
So you mark
2d6?
off your kobold death check.
Yep.
That 1 through 13, and then you roll your 2d6 and add those checks to it.
All right. 2d6 plus 4 is 11. I'm good.
Okay.
Now 3d6.
3d6 and try to get under your brawn.
And I need to get under 6.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 5.
Amazingly, you are having almost no problems just dragging this pew all by yourself.
I got me a boat.
So while the boogie monster is ready to face down with everyone else, Outro's kobold is screaming that they found a boat. You
and then
are
Jackson
like,
Howdy's got his own boat.
yeah, exactly. You're like, I've got this under control,
That's right.
and you're just dragging it out the front door.
Mm-hmm.
But I found a boat.
I got a boat.
But I got a boat too.
We
I
combine
bet my boat's better than your boat.
Why not just make a big boat with both?
The boogie monster will take this opportunity to attack Star, who summoned them. Star, what is your agility?
2.
2, okay.
I just really like playing this kobold fearless completely. So just doesn't even care what's around. Just walks right past the boogeyman.
The boogie monster does land their attack and deals 2 damage to you. Now, if everyone wants to roll me 1d6, if you get a 6, I will tell you the boogie monster's weakness.
I rolled a 2.
Nope. 4.
Hold on.
I got a 1. I'm as opposite as you can go.
I'm a 4.
Did anyone get a 6?
I don't
Alright,
think
too
so.
bad.
Got a 5. A 6.
That's unfortunate.
Is the boogie monster's weakness an iron skillet? Because I'm going to charge in and try to whack it with one.
I mean,
with my large
it could
bone?
be.
But I'm going to do it very cartoon-like. So when I whack it, I'm going to whack downward with my legs up in the air.
Fear stab.
So we're gonna enter a turn order then. If we would like to fight this boogie monster, who all would like to fight the boogie monster?
I
I
will.
do.
So Star, Outro, Steven,
Yeah, fart fight.
Noriand. Okay, Boshi, are you just walking away then, or
I got me a boat.
you got your boat? All right, there you go. So we'll just go clockwise the way I'm seeing on stream. So we'll go Outro, me, Star, Steven, and Noriand. Does that sound good?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to run in and whack it with my skillet.
Okay. So you have to, its agility is 2, so you have to roll 2d6 and get beneath your brawn.
Beneath my brawn?
Yes.
I have a 5 in brawn. Does that have anything? Is it a 7 instead of a 5?
No.
No? Okay. I do
Good
still
effort.
have my bracers of offense. Are they active still or no?
No.
Okay. Alright, well, I got beneath my brawn by 1. No, I tied my brawn. I got 5.
Okay,
Damn it.
so that fails.
Well, I
Well,
smack it
hell.
into the I'm guessing marble flooring and crack it.
Yeah, essentially. You like, you're about to land a real good hit, and then you trip over your own feet and just land face first on the ground. Since you failed a check, please roll me a horrible death check.
I don't wanna. Oh, that dice is gone for good. Okay. For 9. I got 9.
Nice.
You are safe. Which goes to the boogie monster. The boogie monster will try to make an attack against Outro, seeing as they were the last person to attack them. What is your agility?
My agility is 2.
They are able to land a hit on you and deal 2 scare damage.
Scare damage. Okay. I am at 3 hits left.
It's like regular damage, except
Ooh.
That's spooky.
They hit you, but they yell boo at the same time. Alright, Star.
What do I roll again?
You have to roll 2d6 and try to get below your brawn.
Okay. Yes. I got a 3, which then I have 4 brawn.
Okay, how much damage do you deal? It'll be under your
3
weapon. Three
with my
damage?
bone, large bone.
Nice. We go to Steven.
Okay. Yeah. fear stab. I saw Feeble Squish got scared. Now I'm scared. And I rolled under my brawn. So 2 damage.
Okay. Anoriand.
All right. Gonna go all Simon Belmont on it and use my chain like a whip.
Yes.
Nice.
All right. Please roll me 2d6 and try to get below your brawn.
Good start. And I nailed the finish. 5. I needed my brawn is 6.
Nice. How
Nice.
much damage do you deal?
I think with a chain it's 2. Let me double check that.
I should be able to find it.
I think it's 2.
Shane does 2. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. This boogie monster is not looking hot right now, which brings us back to outro.
I'm going to try to whack it sideways this time, like full baseball swing. With the
All right.
Nice.
2d6. Try to roll below your brawn.
Did I got snake eyes?
Nice.
Oh wow, crit.
So
Just-
my iron skillet does 3 damage.
Describe how you eliminate the boogie monster.
Ooh.
Oh, you know the sound when you get a Super Smash Bros. Like smash it? You see the momentary freeze of time, and then it like clips camera angles from like 3 different sides, and then I smack it out the circular window that's
Nice.
right between the church commune part and the steeple. It just goes straight out the circle window.
Beautiful. It smashes through the stained glass out into the sunlight, where it then poofs into dust, because everyone knows that boogie monsters don't like sunlight. They like to live under the bed.
Yeah.
If anyone was wondering, the boogie monster's weakness was that they are allergic
was
to
weird.
blankets.
Oh, because it seemed like the Boogie Monster's weakness is they're real weak to getting the crap kicked out of them.
They're weak to damage.
So I got a boat. Let's go.
Real weak against it.
I got a boat already. Come on.
But I got another boat. A better boat.
More
I'm
boats
just-
is good.
Kobolds, both your boats are fine. I bet the boats are terrible.
You've seen my boat.
Who feels brave?
I do.
All of us.
Okay.
Well,
We are all
I don't.
Boshi,
kobold brave.
Boshi, you feel brave today?
Oh, I'm fearless.
All right. Roll me your dice in luck, and let me know if you happen
Alright.
to get any 6s.
All right. I got 1 6.
All right. In the distance,
Oh,
not close enough where you know it's an immediate danger, you hear sirens,
oh,
and it sounds like they're getting closer.
all right. I'm gonna keep dragging the bench to the cave.
You all notice this, by the way. You can all hear these in the distance.
okay.
It's
You
the
can all hear
fuzz,
these sirens
choose
in
it.
Sirens in the distance.
All right. Just keep dragging.
Guys, if one of you will help me get my boat, we can make it back to the. We can win the race.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay.
Let's
See
do
this
it.
boat. I'm gonna go with Feeble Squish to see his boat.
I'm just dragging.
I,
Alright, so if we
I
get-
already knew that bench was good boat, so Fert is going with the bench, and he's managing the situation and overseeing.
Star, what are you up to?
I want to help carry one of the boats.
Which one? Which one is Pimple helping carry?
Well, the one that dropped on my foot led to a boogeyman, so I'm gonna do the other one.
Okay, so we have Outro, Steven, and Star heading to the cross that fell over, and Boshi dragging the the pew by themselves, while Anoriand supervises.
Heroically supervises.
Heroically supervises.
Heroically supervises.
All right. Since
All
the
right, so if we
three
get
of
one
you-
person on each of these arm things and one person on the far end, we should be able to make it back in no time at all. I'll take the right arm, the wrong paw.
I would also like to point out that no one tonight has taken advantage of bark like a kobold yet. Just saying.
That was my bark of a kobold.
But it can never fall beneath rolling 1d6. Sorry. So, since all three of you are helping, I'll let you each make a 1d6 brawn roll to work together, but you all must succeed to successfully take this to the cave.
I got a 1. I win.
Yeah, if it's brawn, I can't fail. I have a 7 in brawn.
Okay.
I succeeded too.
Okay.
Yay.
So you're able to work together well enough to carry this large wooden T down the road in front of
happens to have a
a
person
bunch
on it.
of people.
The T stands for
I'm
Belgium.
just gonna smile at all of them as we
Just
walk by.
3 small dogs carrying a 10-foot cross that has like dirt on the bottom of it where it obviously came out of
it's
the
got
ground.
it's got a person on it, maybe.
It does not actually have a person on it.
That would have been hilarious.
But two of these kobolds have a winning smile, so we're just
You know what? That's fair. The people are like, oh, that's cute. I think.
These dogs have some conviction.
Yeah.
I mean, they say all dogs go to heaven, so all right. So yeah, you're just all smiling and walking this crossback, and
Did they catch up with me?
yes. So Boshi, you are leading them. You're dragging the pew, and everyone else is carrying the cross behind you.
All right, let's go.
So, are we calling these your boats? Is this how it's gonna play out?
Sure.
That's right.
Are we going to connect the two to make it into one boat?
It's
I'm
up
okay
to
with
you.
that.
Yeah.
The kobolds can be part of the boat, and we could row it if we put the bench on the T, and yeah. 2 people on the back, 2 people on the front. We got a full rowing team.
What's rowing?
Well, and I demonstrate by taking the iron skillet and going like this with it.
That's not how you cook.
This is how you row.
What's rowing?
This is rowing.
No, that's cooking. You gotta
But
skill it.
you do it with water.
Where's the water? What's water?
It's
I feel
wet.
like we know what water is. We drink things.
I mean, I drink this liquid, but
Okay. Oh, what we should grab that spork thing the other guy had. That'd make a good paddle for this whatever this.
I think that fell out there in that blue stuff.
The tentacle monster's just getting bigger and bigger. The sky grows dark.
Actually, yeah, no, there was the tentacles there. We should probably leave that alone.
Yeah, as you're walking down the street, you hear the sirens. They grow louder and louder until these 2 metal contraptions speed past you with lights like going everywhere, heading towards the pond where all these tentacles are just.
Unleash the Kraken!
You're just walking in the background and you just see the cops fighting the tentacle.
There are these weird dog things stealing across in a bench. Yeah, but there's also tentacles. I don't know which one's the option here, Chief.
The tentacles seem to be a higher priority at the moment. People are kind of watching you as you carry this stuff, but then as the police cars speed by and draw their attention away, people start to notice the giant tentacles and panic.
Sounds about right.
Which essentially leaves you all unbothered and able to take your boats back towards the mouth of the cave.
All
What's
right.
got all I'm so bothered.
I don't know. Maybe they're
That
worried
noise was
about.
loud. It hurt my ears.
Yeah, I like the lights though. Those are pretty.
Maybe they want to go swimming.
Gosh.
I can swim.
I guess.
Well, maybe you could be our award-winning boatist.
What does a botus do?
A boat.
Yeah,
Oh.
Botus. Oh,
I thought the
It's in
boat
the
was
name.
supposed to boat.
Yes, but you
the
need
boat's the boat. The Botus
need
makes the boat boat.
the King Torg. Oh hell!
Oh,
Hail
okay,
King
oh,
Torg!
Hail King
Torg.
Torg.
Said that there has to be a boatist.
Oh.
Yeah.
Boat.
Okay.
What do
Alright.
they do?
They boat.
Yeah, the Botus makes the boat boat. The boat is just a boat, but we need a Botus to make the boat boat.
Yeah, if there's no boatist, the boat doesn't boat.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
I'll do
like
it.
boat 1.
Boat 101.
Boat 101.
Kobolds
Alright.
can't count, just boat 1. You can't count over 100. Can't count over 1.
You honestly don't know what numbers are in general.
Sure.
So
Are we building this boat or what?
you successfully bring your supplies back to the mouth of the cave where you see other kobolds kind of doing similar things. They've gathered stuff together. Another group has actually brought a goose. They have successfully brought a goose, and one of them
Oh,
is just
hell.
like riding it, like a
Oh.
little horse.
Oh,
There's a
Is
group
it the
that
same-
seems to have seems to be under the impression that small rocks float. So they have a little pile of small rocks that they're gathering together and trying to figure out a way to connect them.
I warned the kobold on the goose about the tentacles, but in a very like mischievous whisper.
Okay.
So I'm like,
This is gonna kill you.
watch out for the tentacles. They ripped Scamper to pieces.
What tentacles? Oh, you mean tentacles?
Yeah, there's like 3 of them.
Oh.
Big.
Oh. Oh boy.
I could kill the goose for you, and it won't do the tentacles things.
Well, I was gonna kill it later anyway for food. I make a nice goose stew.
You don't want to eat that, and I bite the goose.
Are you making an attack against the goose?
Yes, I'm making an attack against the goose with my teeth.
I'm gonna start building the boat.
Boy! We haven't seen what that looks like yet.
Please roll me 2d6.
I'm sabotaging their boat, okay?
Roll
I
me
mean,
an attack
listen.
roll. It's 2d6. Try to get below your brawn.
I got below my brawn with a 4.
Okay. Yeah. You give this goose a whack on the head, and it is a little dizzy.
I wanted to bite it.
Oh, you wanted to bite it.
I wanted to bite it.
Okay,
with a
so
punch.
biting does 1 damage.
Yes, I do 1 damage to the goose.
As he's biting it and holding it down, can I just go for the old cleaver? It really needs to die now.
I mean, yeah.
2d6 under the brawn.
They're going to try to boat on a dead goose. Oh my god.
So that's 2 damage.
Okay.
What are you doing to my goose? Go away!
I
This
told-
is my
The
goose.
tentacles. Shh, 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 shh.
This is my boat.
The boat needs to die.
The boat is still standing, by the way, and is not happy.
Are we biting and stabbing again?
Who's hungry, by the way?
I'm hungry.
Same.
I'm not, but I'm role playing as hungry.
Okay, those who are hungry have to make an ego check to not want to devour this goose.
I'm just
What do
gonna
we
say I
roll?
fail because I want to devour this goose.
You can fail.
It is revenge for Scamper. We bonded.
We
in-
will not forget you, Scamper.
That 2d6?
It is.
I knew him for like 45 minutes.
Yeah, we'll
and-
call it 2d6. 1d6.
Yeah.
You are able to hold yourself back from just
Yep.
going face first into that gooseneck.
But that one don't.
Nope. How are you, Steven? Are you biting again?
I'm stabbing again.
Oh, you're stabbing again.
Yeah.
Okay, make
I
the
got
same roll.
cleaver. That's still under my brawn.
Okay.
2.
2. It is barely standing, and the kobold is not happy with you. It is just like, no, this is my boat, no.
What the tentacles? feel like you're not
Tentacles, this is my boat. I want to win for King Torg.
All hail King
Oh,
Torg!
hail King Torg.
No.
You could win King Torg's. All hail King
Oh,
Torg's
hail King Torg.
favor with a goose. Not a boat, but a food. Give him a food and maybe he'll like you.
Oh, this is a good point.
Yeah, make me a 2d6 extraneous roll to convince this kobold that the goose would be a better favor if it was dead.
Nope, I rolled a 9. I needed a 7. Whoops.
No, this is my boat. King Torg can have
Oh,
it.
hail King
Hail
Torg.
Can
King
have
Torg.
it after I win.
I'm gonna bite the goose again.
Okay.
I was about to be
Same
like, so
roll.
we're going to get it. Oh, he's just biting. Okay. Good.
I got a 4 again.
So that's a
So I do-
success?
Yes.
All
So
right.
when-
Describe how you just killed this poor kobold's mount.
So I was originally biting it on the haunch, and I realized there was too many feathers there. So I turned around and I bit it on the chest, and I actually rip its heart out with my
Oh.
teeth.
All right. Okay, that's one way to do it.
And I promptly devour the heart, covering myself in blood.
So the goose is dead. I'm gonna need everyone who's hungry to make me another 2d6 ego roll to not want to devour the goose.
How do you know if you're hungry?
It'll be one of your bogeys.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's
Just-
an ego check.
Yeah, 2d6 ego check.
Taking the butcher's knife.
No.
All right. Yeah, you go right at it. This kobold is thrown out of the way while y'all just devour its boat.
I am so sorry about this. I'm not, but I'm sorry. Oh,
My boat.
just burp out some feathers.
Oh. I have to go find another boat.
Maybe you can make something out of the bones.
As a
Maybe.
trade, here is this, and I'm gonna give them the half-eaten candle.
Oh.
Tastes great.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh.
It's an acquired taste.
Oh.
Keep eating.
Ah. No.
And has a thick aftertaste, but a nice mouthfeel. Anyway,
There's nothing about eating wax that's a nice mouthfeel.
there is if you're a kobold. Anyways, sorry, not sorry about the boat.
So the kobold is just left there chewing on this candle, trying to decide whether or not it actually tastes good. Just doing the kombucha girl face the entire time. Just like, no.
I don't regret that.
No. Well. No.
Anyways, I'm trying to build a boat,
Okay. Tell me about your boat building.
so I'm gonna take the T and I'm gonna try to put the bench on the smaller part of it so it goes across,
Okay.
and the longer part will be like cutting down the middle,
Hmm.
and then I want to try to attach it somehow. Don't know how, but I'm just going to.
All right. Are you all working together on this boat?
Can I use Tinker
Yes,
to help?
I will help.
Yes.
I also have Tinker, so
Okay. Those of you who have Tinker,
Alright.
make me. Oh, what does that fall under? Is that ego?
Ego.
yeah.
Make me 2d6 ego checks.
Snake eyes again.
Oh snap!
1d6 if you barked, I guess. And if you don't have Tinker, 4d6 to help.
Woof.
I still failed.
Beep, beep.
I rolled exactly a 5, and I have a 5.
Oh.
Was that a bark? Was that beeping a bark?
Yes, it was a kobold bark. How could you not recognize
Oh,
it?
I'm sorry.
Pokemon Kobold Bark.
I
Alright,
also
if
want
you-
to roll. And
Mother.
I also want to roll and woof,
Oh, come on. You could do better than that.
woof, woof, woof.
Okay, fine. If you barked, you can take 1d6 off of the roll.
Yeah, I had to roll
2d6.
3d6 to under 5. My first roll was a 6, so I just kind of
All
I
right.
barked because I wanted to,
Under-
but I got snake eyes.
decided to give
under
up at
my
that
ego,
point.
Yeah, under the ego.
I got a 3.
So if you rolled beneath your ego, you are able to find some way to fashion something.
I'm gonna take my chain and put it around.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
So
Wipe off some of the goose
We
fat.
successfully
I'm going
crucified a
to
bench.
double check that the chain is actually securely attached.
okay, how so?
Mhm.
I rolled a tinker roll, and I'm just like pulling on, and I'm like, yep, that's good. You're good to go. Yep.
Okay.
Yep, it all checks out that.
Yep,
They
it all
learned
checks
how
out.
to heroically supervise.
All right. At this point, you hear some more kobolds going as if they're playing a trumpet, but they aren't. And King Torg walks out of the cave of the
Oh,
mouth.
hail,
Oh,
King
hail.
Oh,
Thor.
hail, King Dog!
Oh, hello, everybody. You all have your boats to race.
Yes!
Okay, good. Good. We race the boats, and then we feast. You all brought babies, right?
Were we supposed to get babies?
We brought a baby boat.
They brought a goose.
Y'all ain't that good.
King
But
Torg,
then
like-
they ate the goose.
King
Oh.
Torg
Oh, hail, King
Oh, hail, King
Thor.
Oh, hail, King Dog.
looks where you're
Oh,
pointing,
hail.
and there's just like a pile of bones and feathers.
They ate the goose. I would take that up directly with
Huh.
them.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I was so hungry.
Well,
Actually,
They're just
we
I was
focus.
actually pointing at the one left there eating a candle.
Well, for
That's the
now,
one who ate it.
There
I suppose we focus on the race and worry about the lack of babies later.
All right.
So, you're all led down a trail in the forest at the cave at the mouth of the cave to a small river, and you are instructed to ready yourselves for this race.
Okay. I'm gonna sit on the bench.
we.
I want
have-
to join and hold out my large bone and use it as an oar.
I'm going to use my iron pot as an oar.
Fert, use feet as oar in water.
So you're gonna be like holding onto it, like kicking your legs.
Oh no, not even that. Like I'm gonna sit on the bench part. I got nothing happen here. I'm just gonna be sitting on the
That's
the
exactly
bench part
what's
of it,
gonna
and
happen.
just kind of kicking my feet back. But I'm gonna be holding my hat
Oh, that's fair.
for reasons.
Okay. That's fair.
I'll be on the very back of the boat using my butcher's knife as like a rudder, trying to steer us.
Okay. All right. Who else is feeling brave tonight?
I'm feeling brave.
I got it.
Okay. Who said that first?
I did.
Okay. Roll me your luck in dice. Let me know what the highest roll is.
5.
There are somehow, by some miracle of kobold ingenuity, 5 other teams who were able to make a floating boat.
Oh, well, damn.
A handful did not, and their boats promptly sunk to the bottom of the river. A couple kobolds died in the process, but what else is
Bless
new?
you.
Thank you. What else is new? Kobolds die every day.
It's true.
There are 5 other kobolds who are able to race against you to the finish
Okay.
line. Tell me how you are going to attempt to defeat the other kobolds in their boats.
Fert is going to eliminate one boat through a very specific plan.
Okay.
He will invoke the magic of the long-lost kobold magician, Kernal Sandors,
Oh yeah.
to summon chicken.
Perfect.
Oh my.
What are you going to do with this chicken?
I'm
Also,
gonna...
you have to make a kobold death check to summon the chicken.
Now,
And
are we...
a bad chicken impression.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm good, thankfully.
Okay.
With
continue.
my marks, I rolled an 11. Is this pre-race or like during the race on the water?
We're gonna say that this is during the race. That all of
Alright.
this is happening simultaneously.
I'm gonna see whoever is the nearest boat,
Okay.
potentially ahead if possible, but the nearest boat, and I'm gonna throw the chicken into their boat.
That does cause chaos. Roll me a 2d6 extraneous check and let me know if you succeed. 1d6 extraneous
Thank
check.
you. 4. I think I'm less than a 4. I had a 5. I'm good.
Yeah, so you throw this chicken onto their boat and it causes a lot of mayhem while they're just trying to like get it under control, trying to throw it off, and the chicken's just not having it. Chicken's like, I didn't want to be here, I'm in the water, and I'm assuming it's all of your faults because you're the only ones on this boat. So they're essentially out of the race, leaving 4 other competitors.
I'm going to jump onto one of the other boats whenever they come near, like near enough for me to feasibly jump onto their boat.
Okay.
And before I jump over, I'm just like, when I'm gone, tell King Torg all
Hey,
King
King
Torg.
Torg.
that the kobold eating the wax stole all the babies, and I jump.
Okay. Make me a 3d6 reflexes check to jump ship.
Ooh. 6. Haha.
Do you make it?
Yes, I have
Okay.
a 7.
All right, you're able to jump onto the other ship. What are you doing there?
I'm going to punch the other kobold and or kobolds in the face with my fists.
All right, there are 2 kobolds on this boat.
I'm going to go whatow.
Roll
And
me.
double punch 'em.
I'm Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Roll me 2d6 for each of them and try to get below your brawn. So these are
Okay.
2 separate attack rolls.
All right, so the first one is above my brawn.
Okay, you
The
missed
second
that
one is below my brawn.
You're able to hit one in the face and push it just off balance enough where it falls into the water. The other one is still standing though, and will come to try to attack you.
Oh, don't attack me.
Dun dun dun.
I gotta find kobold stats. Okay. What's your agility?
2.
I'm gonna try to attack you. They just barely miss. They come real close. They miss though. Would you like to do anything else?
I would like to, after they attack me, I would like to swing my iron skillet, like grab at my belt loop and whop. Try to baseball swing them.
Okay, another 2d6.
Mm-hmm. Under brawn, right?
Yep.
That is a 3, so I am under my brawn of 5.
Right, you're able to knock them off the boat as well, leaving them stranded in the water and the boat floating on its own.
All right, so what is this boat? Because I'm going to try to sink it.
It's a door.
It's a door?
Yeah.
I'm going to open it.
As you are standing on it, it is very
No, I'm going to
difficult.
stand on the door frame and open it.
It's just like a loose door.
Oh.
I have so many questions.
I'm going to still try to open it, though. I'm going to pull on the knob until it gets, like, upright, and then it sinks, because, yes.
I'm going to say that attempting to do this takes long enough where it is no longer your turn. And we're going to see what everyone else is doing to try to take out the other, 3 boats?
All right, I have a question.
Yes.
In my wrong paw, I got spell page. What can I do with that?
Spell pages. Okay. that allows you to do a spell. I just gotta figure out which one.
John, just start throwing dice. Hopefully you'll have thrown enough by the time she gets back to you.
Spell pages. You have 1d6 pages torn from a magic book. Roll me 1d6 to figure out how many pages you have.
All right. I have 3 pages.
You have 3 pages. Because kobolds can't read so's good, to use a spell page, you must crumple it up and throw it at your target. Whomever the page hits becomes the target of a random magic spell.
Oh, good.
That's a fantastic item.
Yes, it is.
So you have 3 pages to throw at someone or something.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and throw one of the pages at the next boat that it comes closest to.
Throw one at King Torg.
Oh, hail, King Torg.
Oh, hail, King Torg.
Okay, roll a 2d6 reflex, a 1d6 reflexes check to hit your target.
Reflexes, all right. I got a 5 out of 6.
Okay, roll me 2d6 to figure out what the hell they're being subjected to.
You got it. It's an 8.
Tabriz Ball of Flaming Death.
Oh God. How
That's
close am I to
convenient.
this boat?
It's don't worry about it. You're in the middle of the water. You're fine.
Okay.
A ball of fire erupts from your body and tears towards your victim up to 3 squares away. The fire ignites any combustibles and does 1d6 damage to anything in its path. So the boat and everything on it just erupts into flames,
Good night.
leaving 2 other boats as your competitors.
I want to swim over to one of the boats and then wrestle it to turn it in the wrong direction.
Okay, so you can swim, so you don't have to make a check for that. And wrestling it while in the water to try and turn it, we'll make that a 3d6 check.
Braun?
Yeah,
You might want to bark.
2d6.
The chances of this succeeding are very small.
We'll see.
Nope. I got an 8. I needed a 3.
All right, roll me a Kobold Death check for failing your skill check.
Uh, 9.
All right.
Total?
Yeah.
You are fine. You're just kind of swimming out there now. But that boat is still in the race.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and crumple up on one more paper and throw it at the next one, the one she swam at.
Okay, another 2d6 reflexes check.
Ruff, 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 ruff.
1d6 reflexes check.
I got me a 1.
All right, roll me 2d6 to figure out what it is being subjected to.
I got me an 11.
Poof! All of the kobolds that are piloting this boat poof away and land on shore.
Aw.
They are very confused.
Still paddling.
Can I climb in their boat?
Yeah. Yeah, you're having a little trouble getting in there, but you are able to climb on top of this boat, which is actually just a log.
So instead of sabotaging this door, can I try to take the door and win the race with it?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Same
son
with
of a
Star
bitch.
on her log.
I
Top
mean,
10
if,
anime betrayals.
I'm using my bone. My large bone.
I mean, if one of us crosses the line, we all win because we're on a team,
We're
right?
on the same team.
Do
We
know
got
that?
3 votes.
I
You
don't
got
know.
3 chances to win.
Surprised you're all working together.
King Torg didn't say
I'm
we
not.
couldn't.
Oh,
all
yeah.
hit
Oh,
King
hail, King
Torg.
Torg!
This is true.
Hail King Torg.
Hail King Torg.
How many
He just
kobolds?
said one kobold had to be on it, alive.
How many kobolds are on the log boat?
None
Those guys all
anymore.
got poop.
Oh,
Just me.
the remaining boat. Let's try that. There is still one left, right?
Yeah, there is one remaining boat, and somehow these kobolds found an actual boat.
How many
Oh.
of them are there?
2. 1 for each
Are
orc.
they like in pirate regalia? Are they like super? Are they
Yeah,
the
they
elite
are.
team?
They are like surprisingly knowledgeable about boats. Like they have been waiting for this moment their entire short, pitiful lives.
Bert think they must be professional boatists.
They
One's
probably
dressed like
are.
a sailor, one's dressed like a captain.
Yeah, and they've each got an oar and they're rowing together.
All right, I got a plan.
They're really strangely coordinated. Maybe they're
Do they have
twins.
somebody like drumming in the background?
No, it's just the two of them.
Are they? Okay, I have an idea. Are they each rowing like on one side?
Yes.
Okay. Fert takes in his wrong paw his whetstone
Okay.
and he throws it at one of their heads.
Okay. That'll be a 2d6 reflexes check to try to hit one of them.
You might want to bark.
No, because then it's too easy. I have 10 reflexes.
Oh.
I know I'll auto succeed, but I want to have some dramatic tension. I regret the dramatic tension. I rolled a 6. Okay, hold on. Okay, I rolled a 1. We're fine. We're good. 7.
Okay, yeah, you hit one of them in the head, and the other kobold doesn't notice for a few seconds, and they've rowed enough times where the boat starts to turn sideways before the kobold that was hit in the head can recover. Leaving just the three boats piloted by all of you.
Yeah.
Do any of you want to try to claim victory for
I
just
do.
yourselves?
I do.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right.
I
are
try
you-
to like reach out my bone to like connect the log to our bench boat.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Come on.
So wait, you guys are going for the biggest boat victory, and I'm going for the fastest boat victory. Got it.
Oh, he's trying to leave us. I'm gonna go ahead and
I'm
cover
like,
my
"Ha-ha,
last page.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
You should have knew as soon as I was sent to sabotage you all from the beginning.
And I'm coupling my last page.
I wasn't
now I'm
part of
gonna
your
throw
team
it at him.
ever.
You're gonna throw it at outro? Okay.
Mhm.
Outro, what is your agility? 2?
My agility is 2.
Okay. Boshi, that's a 2d6.
Ruff, 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 ruff.
Unfortunately, for an attack against a fellow kobold, I can't allow that.
Yeah, I got you. All right, hold on. 2d6 under my brawn.
Under your reflexes.
Oh, reflex. All right. Oh man, I got 9.
So your final spell sheet goes sailing past your fellow kobold's head and splashes into the water.
No.
Let's just see what it would have been.
I agree. I'll go ahead and roll. 6.
A 6. Bale's floating frying pan.
So
So
there's just a frying pan
it
in the water.
lands in the water, splash, and from the water erupts an ethereal frying pan. And it just floats there. It doesn't move. It just hangs out.
Oh man, I could have used that to cook with.
To wrap this up, I will let everyone roll their luck in dice.
Oh.
And whoever has the most even numbers wins.
All right.
I got a 2 and a 3, so I got 1.
I got 1.
Ooh.
I got 6, so 1.
I got none.
Haha. I
Star
got a
wins.
26.
All right, Star wins.
Yeah.
was
Didn't
with
you
us.
join the log boat?
I did join the log with the bench.
So-
I
so
shared
we're the
my
ones who
victory.
win.
So you share the
So
victory.
the only reason we all won is because of the log attachment.
The log make it faster.
I hide my head in kobold shame and walk off into the sunset,
That's what you get for a bench.
away from the cave entrance.
Your boat race ends triumphantly for most of you. And King Tor comes to
Oh,
congratulate
hail
you.
King Tor!
Oh, hail King Tor!
You hear from the distance as I'm walking away slowly and somberly, "Oh, hail King Torg."
Oh.
A feast is held in your honor. There are many chickens. There are no babies. They do have imitation baby, which is just a kobold that tastes like baby. But if you don't think about it, you can't really tell the difference.
Okay.
But there's a big feast in your honor for winning the boat race, and you all live happily ever after until your next excursion.
Yay.
Except me.
All right.
Except outro.
I walked away into the sunset and got picked up by a bird of prey. And
That makes sense.
Alexa, play White Flag by Dido.
All right. So that wraps that up. We can go around. Everyone can, plug whatever they would like to. Let everyone know where they can find you, hang out more, and we'll go around starting with outro.
Hi everyone, I'm Outro or Sean. You can find me on Twitter at Outro42. I have my own Twitch channel. On Sundays we play the Mothership RPG, which is a sci-fi horror RPG. Right now we're in between deciding whether we want to switch to a different system that more accommodates our needs, but other than that, on Wednesdays and Thursdays, you can find me over on Party Wipe Gaming's channel, where we play Misspent Youth on Wednesdays, which is I guess like a sci-fi, anarchy, anti-establishment punk rock game,
That sounds
which
awesome.
is awesome. And then on Thursdays, we play Scum and Villainy, which is a Blades in the Dark sci-fi game where we are a motley crew of space vandals and we do a bunch of smuggling runs, and I'm a doctor who is obsessed with lab coats. It's absolutely amazing. Other than that, I'm going to start playing something video game wise on my channel on Mondays and Tuesdays, so keep an eye out for that. My Twitch channel is /outro1 and my Twitter is @outro42.
Right. We'll go to Star.
Hi, I'm Star. You can find me on Twitter at MadRadStarChild. I mostly have just been playing one-shots recently. Haven't been on stream for a while. But I do have friends who play very domestic D&D 5e game called Where Roots Remain on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. You can find them at Twitch Mythic Grove. It's a very different style. It's not like a regular adventurer campaign. They're all like, they stay in the same town. They all have houses there, and it's pretty cool.
That sounds fun.
Different.
I like that. Steven.
Yep, I'm Steven. You can find me on Twitter. Not in any Twitch streaming shows currently, but if you're looking for somebody, I got my Twitter down there. I'm just going to self-promo that. Otherwise, you can also follow Twitter for my hot takes on everything that I can think of. And that's it. That's me.
Noriand.
As stated, I'm an Orion. You can find me at twitch.tv/Norian. That says up there. You can find me on Twitter at GameDadJF. Says down there. I stream. I'm working. I'm actually working on some stuff for YouTube that'll be coming soon. But for now, mostly you can find me streaming about 3 days a week. Going to be moving that to 4 pretty soon. Hopefully looking to expand into doing a consistent TTRPG thing, not just this once a month, though this is very fun. Thank you once again, Abby, for having me on. But hopefully
the adventures of Furt continue.
Listen, I don't know how I'm alive twice.
I don't know.
I assumed I was going to die like 4 times a session, and somehow I'm still here, so...
I made it a point to die as many times as possible and only died once, so it's okay.
I know, like, I have Fearless, and I was just like, walk into the water. Why not?
Yeah, I don't know how this happened, but here we are.
I won't go
I think I only had
down
one
with
actual
this
death.
ship.
I came close with the boogeyman.
Yeah.
I won't put my hands up.
All right, Norian, was there anything else?
No, that's it. Just,
Okay.
follow me there if you want to see more. Otherwise...
Boshi.
Yes. I'm Boshi Adams. I didn't get to plug at the beginning because I was running late, but as you can see underneath me, Boshi_Adams, both on Twitch and on Twitter. I've been playing this game. I've been playing other games with them on Chromatic Chimera as the Excellence. And I'm looking forward to playing more with any games. I'd like to get into something more regular. But otherwise, I'm happy to continue playing, and I will be streaming on my channel soon enough, but I need to get that set up.
All right, and finally, I'm Abby. I was the mayor tonight. and you can find me here. I live here all the time. I'm in games on Wednesdays, except this coming one because I have work, unfortunately. And then I am also running this game once a month. I run a family-friendly game, The Excellence, once a month. And is there anything else I'm doing? No, there's not. It's great. It's amazing. We have some great new shows that have already started and will be starting on this channel. So we're going to have something almost every day of the week coming up pretty soon, which is super, super exciting. So stay tuned for that. You can always join our Discord or follow the Chromatic Chimera on Twitter to keep up with the updates to see what's coming soon. And the only other thing I have is that I started a Discord for people who want a pen pal for their D&D characters. So if you feel like writing letters to people in character or just want a place to flesh out and explore your character and roleplay outside of a regular game, feel free to join us. And with that, have a great night, everybody.
Yeah. Good night.
Bye, pen pal.